someone make the case for 120, and I'll say at the forefront, I'm not a big fan of it, just because, again, just like the Psalm 90 thing, you don't see it, I think, directly tied with the word generation. But it's a possibility, especially if we're running the logic of generation being individual people and descendants, that kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, the word generations of Noah is like 6 verses later.
Yeah. Same passage.
But it's not tied to that
right.
verse.
Yes.
But anyways, yeah. So in the Matthew 24, where we started all this, as it's talking about the fig tree in verse 32, verse 34, this generation shall not pass. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not. Then you got verse 36, the day and hour knoweth no man. Okay, verse 37, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Okay, so what were the days of Noah? Well, back in Genesis 6, right? We know we've talked about this before. Sons of God saw the daughters of men. They left their first estate, came down here. A lot of evil was going on, right? Well, let's see. Actually, let me flip over to that verse. Genesis 6. We're already over an hour. Genesis 6, verse 1. And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. Okay, verse 3. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh. Yet his days shall be 120 years. So that's where you see that 120 year thing. And I'm not actually going to read all these references, but it came, let's see, I'm trying to remember because verse 9, these are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man and perfect in his generations. Noah walked with God. He had 3 sons. And you see back in chapter 5, he was, 500 years old, I think it says. What does it say? Yeah, Noah was 500 years old when he had his sons. 600-year-old when the flood happened. I actually cannot even find that reference I was thinking. But anyways, it looks like, and this, you could tell me this is retarded, God gave 120 year in advance warning of this flood coming. So maybe you could say, if you put that, plug that into the generation here, and Israel being the fig tree, leaves being produced, all that, if it's 120 year warning from the fig tree blooming, that'd be 2068 minus 7 for the tribulation.
Yes.
2061.
Yes.
But that's no strong argument at all, and somebody could easily refute that. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, well, it's at least worth extending out there, because, like I said, we've heard people say the 120 thing, and it would, because 120 is the full life expectancy, not expectancy, but full life potential after the flood. If you go to the individual thing where someone, was born in 1948 or whatever, so that at least covers the possibility of that. But yeah, I agree. I think it's not as strong. But yeah, I don't know. To the listener, go study it out for yourself. Go study it out for yourself. And look, what I was going to say earlier. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to make a number joke. 2041.